Hi, I'm Louise.
I'm Jay.
And here's our travel vlogs for 2024.
Where do we go from here? We could go anywhere. Where do we go from here? We could go anywhere.
Hello everybody and welcome to our YouTube. Today we are in Chicago. This is day 2 of our vlog, so make sure you watch the first one where we went to 360 Observation Deck, Navy Pier, Home Alone House and the drive from Ohio to here in Chicago. Today we woke up early, about 7 a.m. We're out by 8 and we're going to go and get ourselves a bagel from a very popular bagel spot.
Hopefully it's popular.
Hopefully it's popular. I've seen very good reviews. There's 3 in the area and then we're going to walk down to the Bean. Now just so you're not as disappointed as us, the Bean is currently under construction, but you can still pop through and see it. So I thought while in Chicago we'll sneak through, and then we've got so much planned today. We're going to the Wrigley Field and we're also going to Michigan, which is going to be excited. So are you ready for day 2?
Yeah, we've got 2 hours till we've got to check out, so let's go.
Let's go. So if you watched our first vlog, then welcome back. If you didn't, we are staying in the Ohio House Motel. It is currently just started snowing. Just a 5-minute walk from our hotel. We're at Einstein Bros Bagels. Cinnamon raisin is my go-to, and they have that.
I just wanted a bagel with cream cheese, but now I don't think I do.
You feel like you've been choice? Like, got too much choice? Okay, so this is Jake's brisket one. Look at that. It's got jalapenos on the top, cheese, brisket, egg. Oh my god, that looks amazing. And then this is mine. Still looks good. Let's give it a go. There's like salt on the top. We've had New York bagels in New York City, and this is up there with that.
Yeah.
So we are nice and full on Einstein Bagel.
I could eat something else.
So good, so good. So we're just walking over the river now. The view this morning is as beautiful as last night. It's nice to see it in the day and night. When we get on the middle, I'll show you. Look at this view this morning at 9 a.m. in Chicago in 2024. I feel so lucky already. This year's gonna be a good year. It's just started snowing too. And we're going over to Cloud Gate Park now. So 20 minutes walk from the breakfast place. There's a Nutella restaurant. I have never been in a Nutella restaurant. We need to do that.
Do you know what I don't get in North America? You call it Nutella.
Nutella, Nutella. It's not Nutella.
With a T.
Snow is starting to come down a bit heavier now, as you can probably see on my coat. So on my TikTok, if you don't have me on TikTok, go follow me. I'll leave it linked down below because I update real time there. So what I vlog today goes up tomorrow, as you guys have to wait a week for the editing. But someone said make sure you try the Chicago popcorn, which I'm going to take back for friends. We are just getting to the park now, and I'm still amazed with this amazing city. Yeah, this is I think where all the museums are too, which we didn't get round to this time, but we've said to ourselves, haven't we, Jake? We're coming back.
Yeah, we'll fly back and spend 2 or 3 days here, or a weekend even, and just
watch a show. And okay, so we've just walked into Millennium Park and we're gonna go find the Bean, and Jake pointed it out. I don't know if you guys are gonna see it on camera, but it looks amazing because you can see the skyline in the Bean. But unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna be able to get any closer than that. You might be able to peek through a gap. The iconic Bean. That looks cool though, doesn't it? With the reflection. I thought, why is there a Bean in Chicago? But the reflection of the skyline is insane. Okay, so here's a closer view of the Bean. They are having work done, so hopefully one day we can get back and have a picture, and it's actually really cool. Okay, so Jake wants a donuts. We're gonna stop off Stan's Donuts. Wow, Jake, the choices are crazy.
Can I please get a toffee cake donut?
Yes, please. One of those, thank you so much. That's everything, thank you. Okay, we've got the goods. Jake tempted me into one too. This is the pistachio. I probably won't, oh, you ripped the back. I was gonna say I probably won't eat it all. It's like lemon cake.
It's very, it's not dry.
No, mine tastes like a lemon cake with pistachio topping. I'm now gonna try Jake's. Okay, Jake is just checking out and getting our deposit back. And this is where we stayed. We stayed in E219 at the top, and we're right in the heart of Chicago, and I highly recommend. Here he is with our invoice. So Jake has just got back to the car, and it was 129 USD all in with taxes after the deposit went back. So that includes the parking, includes the one night. $129 to stay in Chicago for one night with parking is so good. You have to check out by 11, but the parking is until 1 PM. So if you still want to have a little mooch around, then you still have time to do so. We think we've done everything that can possibly be done in 2 days. Obviously there is so much more we can do, but unfortunately it's going to have to be another trip, and we're going to go back a different way. We're going to go through the Windsor crossing, which we've never ever done, so we'll document that with us. And how was your trip in that hotel? Would you recommend?
Yeah, I'd stay there again.
The shower's not great.
It's
a 2-star.
No, the shower was fine.
Was it 5?
You just didn't turn it on properly.
I had a cold shower this morning.
I was lovely.
It was 2-star. For a 2-star hotel, you can't get much better than that.
No, it's 2-star, but it's got 4.8 or 4.2 stars on Google out of 5 on Google reviews.
Yeah, it's right in the heart, like I said a minute ago, and 129, you can't go wrong with that. So, next stop is...
Wrigley Field.
Is it Wrigley or Wiggly?
Wrigley, that's what I said.
I don't know.
It's like Wiggly Gone.
Okay, so look how cool that Sluggers Wrigleyville bar is. I would love to have come here and watched a game and ate in there. I bet the atmosphere is amazing. So we're just walking up to the Wrigley Field now. This is something that Jake really wanted to do.
Yeah.
Come and get a picture here. Who knows, he might be back in the summer to watch a game. So here's the sign. Of course there's construction. That's like the motto of our trip at the minute, is either it's closed or it's under construction. Here it is. Now we're going to go around to the other sign, which isn't actually under construction or covered up. You happy that you finally seen it?
Yeah, it'd be good to actually go see a game in there as well.
But as soon as he said Chicago, the first thing Jake was said to me was like, I just want to go see that Chicago sign. The Wrigley Field sign, that's all I want to do. So we're happy that we've come and seen it. Yeah. And it's nice and quiet too, because if we do come up back in the summer when the games are on, oh, I bet it's packed. There's so many amazing bars around here though. So it'll be great to come and do a vlog here in the summer. So watch this space. So just gonna quickly pop in a store, which is on the corner here. It's got all like merch and stuff. And then we're gonna get back to the car. Okay, so we're driving out of the city now. We're leaving. It is 11:30 AM. We've got the Lake Michigan over there, the pier behind us, and we're driving out. So if you are someone who is driving to Chicago in and out, or you have a car while you're here, it's about 20 minutes to get to the Indiana state line from Chicago. So it's not far at all. And then we're in Indiana for a little bit, and then we'll be in Michigan. We're not gonna stop, hopefully, until we get to Michigan. And then we wanna pop in a Walmart and stuff. It is still trying to snow outside, isn't it?
I know.
It really is. So back home we're in right middle city center of Chicago right now. And it is 7 hours and 45 minutes away from our house, which just blows my mind. Yeah. That blows my mind. Okay, so it is currently 1:15 Chicago time, 2:15 when it's still 1:15 on my phone basically, but when we drive a little bit further it's going to change to 2:15. I actually don't know when it changes over, because last time it was Indiana, and we're currently just crossed the border, the state line, to Michigan, and it's still that time, so I'm kind of confused with when it changes this time. We have just crossed over to Michigan. It's a new state for both me and Jake. We've been driving for 2 and a bit hours, and we've just got the last bit to go before we cross over the Michigan border to Canada. And I'm sat right in front of the sign, which is really cool. I'm going to show you. We're gonna go out for a picture in a second. It's like every time we cross a state line, there's always a welcome center for us to have the picture. Going down to Florida, we stopped off at North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Georgia, Florida. Like, we've got pictures with every single sign. But there wasn't one going to Ohio, there wasn't one going to Indiana, and there wasn't one going to Illinois. So unfortunately there was no welcome centers there, which was weird. So we haven't got a picture with those. Jake's just quickly jumped to the washroom, and then we're going to continue our travels. Again, Jake's back. We're ready to go have a picture with a sign. Yeah. Let's go. Smile. You stay. You stay. Woo. And just like that, we are home. So we went on a 24-hour trip to Chicago over 2 days. So we actually were in Chicago just for 24 hours, but we took a drive from Niagara Falls all the way down to Illinois, the long way, and then coming back we did the short way, and we went through Michigan and the Windsor border. We had the best 2 days road trip. It was something new. We'd never done that side of America before. We normally go other ways. We normally go to like Manhattan and Florida, so it was nice to like go to the other side slightly, and there's so much more that we want to explore there. We were only there for a short amount of time. If you haven't watched the first vlog yet, I highly recommend it. That one was jam-packed with so many different excursions and things. But yeah, I just want to quickly talk about my favorite parts of Chicago, and then I'm going to do a haul of things that we got while we were in Chicago. First off, I think Chicago is the new New York. Like, at Christmas time, we were really lucky to see it with all the Christmas lights still, but I've heard they even have German markets go there in the Christmas time, and I just honestly think I prefer it than New York. Now that's my opinion. Obviously some people might say different, but I have been to New York during Christmas time. It was the best time watching the Rockettes and seeing all of Times Square. But recently, over the last, I want to say 2 years, it has got crazy busy over Christmas, and you can't enjoy it as much when it's so crowded everywhere. As when we went to Chicago, yes, we went in January, so of course it's going to be quieter, but it was just like a breath of fresh air. It still felt so magical, if not more, and there is so much you can do there too. One of the highlights for my trip was definitely walking down to the bottom of Navy Pier and turning around and seeing that skyline. The Chicago skyline is beautiful, and the fact that it's on a lake, Lake Michigan, which is so blue, can I say, like, it's the bluest lake I've seen, and I've been to many lakes here in Canada from camping, and turning around and seeing that skyline was honestly incredible, and I can't wait to go back in the summer to enjoy the lake properly. Another thing that we did last minute was 360 observation deck. We fit that in the last minute, and that's where you can tilt across the city, and I have to say it was such an amazing experience to see Chicago from that angle and at night as well. It would also be amazing to see that in the day as well. There's so much more that we wanted to do, like go to watch a sport game, because they're known for such amazing teams like Chicago Bulls, Chicago Cubs, and Chicago Blackhawks. Like, they're known for some amazing teams, so I'd love to go and watch a game there, any sort of game, any sport game. And I have to say as well, if you like food, you need to go to Chicago. I was overwhelmed with the amount of different food and restaurants they have to offer, like, honestly. And all of their diners and restaurants have these like big shining lights outside of, and it was just like incredible. Like, it was so many options. We obviously went to Portillo, very famous restaurant. I would say more it's a quick service restaurant. They got hot dogs, they do sandwiches, they do pastas. We had a famous hot dog, and it was 10 out of 10. So yes, that is just a highlight of what we did in Chicago. I'm now just going to quickly show you what we got. If you know me and Jake and you watch our vlogs, you will know we collect the Starbucks mugs. We collect them from everywhere we go, and we have a nice collection of them. We've been to some new states and some new cities on this trip, so we did manage to pick up 4 new mugs, which is crazy. There are a few that we did miss, like we couldn't get Ohio, unfortunately. So the first one we got is Illinois, and it's so cool. Now, unfortunately, we didn't go much into Illinois. We only went to Chicago. So some of this stuff, I'm like, I need to check it out, because I don't know what a lot of it is on there. So that's my first mug. Second mug is Michigan. which we are actually going to drive to on a road trip because we found out they are known for the Cornish pasty. Like, I love Cornish pasties. I'm from North Somerset. We go to Cornwall in the summer and I love Cornish pasties. And the fact that they do Cornish pasties there, and they're also known for their cars, which Jake loves, is actually only like a 2.5-3 hour drive to get there from where we are. So we're gonna do a whole day there. We were gonna stop on the way back, but it was getting very late. So we decided that we're gonna go back and do a whole day there. And of course, I'm gonna vlog it. Next up, the Chicago mug, which is so cool. Navy Pier, which we did, the Wrigley Field, which we visited, the flag, and then also we have the hot dog, which we ate, Lake Michigan that we seen, the Windy City, and it was that. The overland trains, which were awesome, the basketball. Yeah, I absolutely love the Chicago one. All of those though are blue. I have to say the majority of Starbucks mugs are blue. 3 out of the 4 are blue. The last one is red. And the last one is Indiana. We quickly drove through here. So again, we didn't stop, but there is some really cool things that I definitely want to go back and look into a little bit more. Like there's a pie here. I wonder what that is. There's the top hat. Don't know what that is. Like, we like getting these mugs and then when we've been there, being like, oh yeah, that was when we did this, that was when we did this. But like, because we just drove past it, unfortunately, I don't know what a lot of this is. So hopefully we can go and travel it more in depth. So they were the 4 Starbucks mugs that we got. No tacky shops that we seen were open while we were in Chicago, which is wild. Tacky shops are just those cheap shops that you can get in most cities where you can get merch for really cheap. Like in New York, there's like one every other shop. And we love tacky shops. Well, Jake more so loves tacky shops, but we couldn't find one. So unfortunately we didn't get as much tacky stuff as we would like the pins and the stickers. But when we went to the Wrigley Field, there was a shop opposite that sold like merch. So I picked up a pin because I've started collecting pins, which I should have never ever done, because once you start, you literally can't stop. Look how cute this is. Chicago Cubs, Wrigley Field, and it's the logo outside. So I love that. And then Jake collects stickers. So he has the Wrigley Field sticker. Also, when we were driving back, of course, we stopped in Bass Pro. Jake likes to stop in every Bass Pro, like I like to stop in every Walmart. And he picked up a Bass Pro sticker because he's never had a Bass Pro sticker before. So this one was quite cool. Go crazy with the merch this time like we normally do, but we did pick up a few things. I really hope you enjoyed the first travel vlog of 2024. Jake is going to be in them a lot more. We are getting to the point where he's going to have his own camera and we're going to both vlog and then edit it together. Like, we just want to make this into like more of a travel page, a couple travel page, because we have got so many travel plans. Jake is definitely going to get onto the page and explain what he's doing this year. He's got some amazing plans. If you're into wrestling, he's got a few trips coming up that hopefully, fingers crossed, will get vlogged and get up onto the channel. And also we are going camping a lot this year, so make sure you are hitting that follow button. I turned 30, so we have some really big trips coming up, so please hit subscribe. It'll mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching my 24 hours in Chicago, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.